Those people were delaying us, you wrote down the title for today and you're ready to go. So those that watch the video will know what I say when I mention reference angles. Can anyone explain what a reference angle is?
Basically, when you have an angle in a quadrant that's 2, 3, or 4, you can link it back to an angle in the first quadrant.
Perfect. So write it down. Reference angle, you are linking an angle in a different quadrant to 1 back to quadrant 1. This is super useful because then you can find out the answers or the exact values for cos, sine and tan in all 4 quadrants. Okay, so reference angles are super useful. So that's why you try and memorize those 2 standard triangles, special triangles. Okay? So here's a really useful summary. All right, hopefully you figured it out. So if you have the unit circle, we go around 2 pi, then we go around 2 pi again, we are up to what? 4 pi, and then we go around again, we go back to 6 pi, or where we started. Okay? So, does anyone know? So you can write this. So it is the number 1. Yep. So that point there, the x value is 1. Does that make sense? Cos theta is the x, sine theta is the y. Is there any questions? So it equals 1. If I said to you, what's sine 6 pi, what would you tell me?
And that would be 0.
Yeah, so sine 6 pi equals sine 2 pi, and it's the y value at that point, which is 0. Okay? So example B, very similar to example A. Okay, but what's happened? So we're trying to find the equivalent fraction. Okay, so it's 9 pi over 6 is equal to pi plus pi over 2. Does that make sense? So I've gone around, draw a new circle. I've gone around pi, remember pi is half the circle, and then I've gone around a quarter. So I'm at that point in the unit circle. So we're doing sine, so is it x or y? It's y, so what's the y value at this point? It's -1. Okay? So this is where we need to find the reference angle. First step, we need to think about the all stations to central, so the sine of it, and we need to use the standard special triangles. So that's generally the 3 steps. So first step, what's the reference angle? So we've gone round 2 pi over 4 is the same as pi over 2. So we've gone around, and then we've gone around another pi over 4. Okay, so I'm up to this point in the unit circle. Okay, so what is the reference angle? This angle here, theta. So if we do pi minus pi over 4, okay, so this is the theta. Oh wait, I'll do that. Okay, so this is the theta. Now we think about So I found the reference angle, pi minus 3 pi over 4, right? The reference angle is pi over 4. That's the first step. Now I look at the quadrant it's in. All are positive, sign is positive. So it's going to be negative. So I put a negative sign out the front, okay? So it's equal to negative cos pi over 4. Does that make sense? Yep. Now I use the standard or special triangle. Pi over 4. And the answer is, someone? So it's negative 1 over root 2 if we use SOHCAHTOA. And we don't like the roots on the bottom, so we multiply by the roots on the top and bottom to get root 2 over 2. Don't forget to carry the negative all the way through. It's a very common error.